Hey everyone, thank you for joining me today on my YouTube channel, Yoga with Synaptic.Sylvie. Today I'll be taking you through a gentle brain yoga flow. This is a purposeful, powerful flow practice that keeps in mind safe movements for anyone that may be suffering from a traumatic brain injury, be it a concussion, whiplash, or vertigo. So if you're interested, hop in something comfy and we will get moving. Welcome back. Find yourself in a comfortable supine position, so lying back. Grab yourself any blocks or pillows or blankets to allow yourself to feel comfortable and supported. Knees bent, feet under your knees, and begin to tune into your breath. No changing it just yet. In and out through your nose, slowly and deeply. Trust that for the next few moments, you just follow my guidance, and that the hard part's already done, making time for yourself. And we're going to start some movement. So on your inhale, you're going to lift up your hips, squeeze your glutes. Lots of space between your chin and your neck. And exhale, release. Inhale, press up, engage in the glutes. And release. And 3 more times to your own breath. Adding to this movement, on our inhale, we're going to lift our arms up, same time lift our hips, and exhale, lower your arms and your hips around the same time. So again, inhale, pressing your feet, engage in your glutes, arms overhead, and exhale, everything back down to the ground, same time. 3 more times to your own breath. Exhale, release everything and bring your knees to your chest. Feel free to do a little wiggle to give yourself a low back massage. Awesome. On your inhale, you're going to kick out your right foot. Option to place it down on your mat or allow it to hover, bringing in that left knee. We're here for a few rounds of breath. Really push that belly on that inhale right in your thigh. And exhale, allow it to deflate. On your next exhale, bring in your right knee. Little low back massage. And inhale, push out your left leg, allowing it to hover or heel can rest. And squeezing in your right knee. A few rounds of breath here. Great. Bring both knees in. Place your feet on your mat and then windshield wipe your knees. So bring your knees to one side of your mat. Exhale back to the center and inhale to the other side. And we'll do that for a couple rounds. I'm really paying attention to what happens to your low back and your sit bones and how you're giving it a massage on your mat. On your next inhale, remain on the side that your knees fall and begin to slowly roll over to one side in a fetal position. And then find yourself in a seated position. Slowly, no rush. And we're going to meet in a seated position of your choice. Your legs can be crossed, one beside the other. You can sit on your shins as well if that's more comfortable. Awesome. On your inhale, you're going to begin to pull your chest forward, roll your shoulders back. And then exhale, you're going to bring your shoulders forward and push your chest back, kind of doming your chest. So inhale, you're going to pull your heart forward, and exhale, dome the chest. We'll do this a couple rounds to your own breath, and you have an option to lift your gaze on your inhale and then lower it to your seat on your exhale. Last round. On your inhale, you're going to do a half circle with your rib cage to the front of your space. And exhale, you're going to do a half circle in the back of your space. So the same kind of doming we just did. And then inhale, expand to the front, and exhale to the back. Keeping your sit bones really grounded. You have an option to keep your head still or to allow it to join the ride, whatever feels most comfortable. Kind of like your ribs are lining a bowl. We're going to do 2 more to your own breath. And now we're going to go in the opposite direction. So inhale, bringing the chest forward, and exhale, rounding it back, lining that bowl with your ribs. You can do about 3-4 more times to your own breath. Last round. Fantastic. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, place your right hand down. And inhale, lean over to the left side of your space. Feel that nice stretch in the right side of your body. And we're here for a few rounds of breath. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, place your left hand down. And inhale, sweep over to the left side of your space. Feeling that nice stretch in the right side of your body. And inhale, back to center. Exhale, release, and find yourself onto your shins. Option to put a pillow or a block if this is causing discomfort. So allowing your knees to go a little wider than hip distance. We're going to inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, place your right hand down. And then inhale, on top of sweeping, you're going to press up your hips, really exaggerating that side stretch. And we're here for a few rounds. Exhale, release all the way down, lowering your seat. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, place your left hand down. And inhale, sweep to the left side of your space, pressing your hips forward. And exhale, release all the way to the ground. Beautiful. We're going to find ourselves over to a table. So hands underneath your shoulders, knees under your hips. We're going to inhale, bring our arms forward, really active in the hands. And exhale, we're going to melt our chest, keeping our hips and knees in the same position. We're going to find ourselves in puppy. Option to use a block or your forearms to support your forehead. And we're going to be here for a few rounds of breath. On our inhale, you're going to remain on your elbows, and you're going to allow your legs to go long, hips pressed against the floor. And inhale, broaden your chest. Press into the tops of your feet. Option to lift your gaze or remain it fixed on the floor. Beautiful. Exhale, you're going to prop up on your knees and then on your toes into a forearm plank. And we're going to hold here for a few. And then exhale, bring your knees, hands back to table. Inhale, sweep your right arm up. And then also bring out your left. And we're going to remain here in a balancing pose for a few breaths. Eyes fixed to one point of the floor. Exhale, release. Awesome. Inhale, sweep your left arm forward. And then kick out your right leg. We're here for a few rounds of breath, keeping your eyes gazed to one part of the floor. Beautiful. Exhale, release. Inhale, you're going to lift your left leg. Exhale, knee to nose, bring it all the way through to your hands. Inhale, broaden your chest, press your hips forward. Exhale, you're going to push your hips back. Allow your toes to curl up, straighten that front leg. Fold over your knee. Option to have blocks here or have a bend in your front knee. Really feeling it in your hamstrings. Next inhale, bring yourself forward and then kick your foot back to tabletop. Next inhale, lift your right leg. Exhale, knee to nose. Bring your foot all the way through to your hands. Inhale, broad chest, pushing your hips forward. Exhale, hips back. Curl those toes up and fold over your front leg. And inhale, press back, lift up your back knee, and you're going to bring this foot, your back foot, all the way up to the front of your space in a very low squat, bending over top of your thighs. So we're going to go through a couple half sun salutations. So inhale, you're going to sweep your arms side to side. Option to cactus, squeezing your shoulder blades together. A few rounds here. Exhale, bring your back to a 45-degree, hands on your thighs, opening up that chest. And inhale, arms overhead, slow and steady, straight. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hinge 45 degrees, hands on your thighs. Inhale, sweep your arms side to side, cactus arms. Exhale, hinge forward, hands to shins. Keep your back nice and flat. An option to exhale, fold completely over your legs, allowing your head to hang. Awesome. Inhale, hands to shins. Generous bend in the knees, flat back. Sweep your arms side to side, cactus arms. Exhale, put your hands on your thighs, hinge 45 degrees, squeeze those shoulder blades. And inhale, arms all the way up, slow and steady. Exhale, hands to heart center. We're going to go into tree pose next, so option to move closer to the wall, as this is a pretty engaging balancing pose. So begin to tune into your left foot, feeling any little micro movements it may have, vibrations, and start transferring your weight over to that foot. On your right foot, you're going to bring it either right above your ankle, below or above your knee, wherever feels most comfortable. And engage in that left hip, pressing with the floor. We're here for a few rounds of breath. Tree is a living object, so any sort of micro movements you may feel or big movements you may feel, this is how the pose is done. It's not stationary. And exhale, release, hands overhead. Nice big breath here. Inhale, sweep your arms side to side, hinge forward around 45 degrees. And exhale, allow your hands to slide on your thigh, keeping your chest nice and open. Exhale, you're going to hinge forward even more, sweeping your arms, cactus. Keeping that back nice and flat. Exhale, slide your hands on your shins. An option to fold completely over right here, allowing your head to hang. A few rounds of breath here. Awesome. Inhale, hands on your shins. Generous bend in the knees, flat back. Inhale, sweep your arms side to side, cactus arms. Hinge your back at around 45 degrees. Exhale, slide your hands on your thighs, lift your chest. And inhale, sweep all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. We're going to do the same balancing pose on the other side, so begin to tune into your right foot. Feel any sort of vibrations it may have, micro movements, and begin to transfer your weight over. Move your left foot again above your ankle, below or above your knee, and engage in that right hip, really pushing away from the floor. And embrace any sort of wiggle you may experience, and we're here for a few rounds. really grounding into your foot, making that foot to earth connection. Awesome. Exhale, arms overhead, release. Awesome. Exhale to a T, tilting yourself forward, lowering your seat. Exhale, slide your hand on your thighs, opening your chest, hinging your back at 45 degrees. Inhale, sweep forward, allowing a generous bend in your knees, possibly your rib cage at your thighs. And exhale, slide your hands on your shins, and options to fold completely over, allowing your head to hang. Exhale, you're going to plant your palms, and you're going to take your left foot, placing it at the back of your space and lowering your knee. Beautiful. One breath here. Then inhale, you're going to take your right foot, bringing it to the back of your space and lowering to your knee. And exhale, push your hips all the way back. We're going to meet in child's pose. So option to put blocks or blankets to support your tailbone, or option to use the same for your forehead, or you can stack your forearms. Any knee variation you like, wide or not. And we're here for a few rounds of breath, closing our practice. Really thankful to our bodies and our breath to guide us through these movements. And feeling good that we're showing up for another day, fully present. Doing our best. We're here for another 3 cycles of breath, soaking in everything we just did. If this feels wonderful for you, I invite you to stay in this position as long as you like. If you do have to go, slowly rock yourself forward to a tabletop and then find yourself in a seated position. Bring your palms to your chest and engage in a slight chin tuck, if that feels good for you. Thank you so much for taking your valuable time with me today, and I hope you have the most wonderful day ahead. Namaste.